Alright guys, what's going on? Happy Saturday. By the time you're watching this, I will be having a few bevies for my birthday. Today we're going back to mid-2023 for the Shaun Jones YouTube channel. For my current subscribers, you'll know that I cover everything MMA, boxing, fighting in general. But if you go back to early last year on my channel, or the first 6 months of the year, I covered a lot of like fake alpha male stuff, body language stuff, street fights, self-awareness type content. So what we're talking about today is this right here. Fresh and Fit. A lot of you guys will have heard of these lads. This is Fresh right here, and this is Fit. Myron Gaines and Walter Weeks is his name. They've got a podcast in Miami. They get loads of girls on. Andrew Tate's been on the show. They skit the girls. They basically make them look dumb, even though a lot of the girls are dumb. A lot of the girls are like OnlyFans birds and 304s, as they're called. So basically slags. And they just have debates with these girls about relationships, male and female dynamics, stuff like that. And it's fairly entertaining sometimes. And Fresh and Fit, the two lads in the middle, put on a live podcast event with a bunch of, let's say, successful individuals who are all from different backgrounds. And this guy here, the bald head in the white, his name is Wes Watson. Now, some of you may have seen Wes Watson. He got popular on YouTube from talking about his time in prison. He's a big, jacked, bald, white dude loaded with tattoos who's been in prison and screams at the camera. So you can understand why it got views and why he stood out. Well, he runs a mentorship program and he makes millions and millions of dollars every single year helping men earn more money, but his strategies for doing so are somewhat questionable. He's been outed many times before for ripping people off, for scamming people, for taking people's money and not giving the promised service. And on this podcast, Fresh and Fit are asking these gentlemen, what is your definition of success? Right now, the key word being your definition of success, because I'm sure if you ask all of us, we're all going to have different definitions of success. My definition might be different from yours, and that is completely fine because it's all subjective and based on what you want from life. If you want $10 million or pounds in the bank account and that to you is being successful, then that's great. Then that means you've accomplished success and no one can tell you otherwise. If you want a happy and loving family and just be able to spend loads of time together and define that as success, then that's also completely fine. Well, Wes Watson here has an absolute mental breakdown because one of the other fellas on the panel has got a different definition of success. And I love talking about people with big egos who can't really back it up. And this video today is going to show you an example of what not to become. Let's get it going.
Blessed man.
Okay. And my definition of success is across the board. If you're not ripped, if you're not rich, if you ain't rare, if you don't stand out, if you ain't across the board successful, it doesn't mean fucking shit to me. If you got straight tits and you're in your Rolls Royce, you look like a fucking clown to me. I'm just laughing at your dumb fucking ass.
Right, okay. You kind of get where this is going. You can see his energy already.
But this is the whole fucking point. You have a weakness. Change it, motherfucker. How the fuck are you going to lead people if you don't realize your weakness is their way out? They're not going to listen to you. You're sitting there possessing shit that they don't want to have. So, I mean, this is what people say. Oh, it's not about the money. It's about family, Wes. It's about this, about that. Motherfucker, when you're making money, it's about the money. When it's family, it's about family. When you're at the gym, it's about muscle. Whatever you're doing, it's about that. There's no black and white life. It's the gray area. You have to be good at everything. That's the goal, to really excel in every area. I just can't get behind anything that's not done at a high level. So knock the one thing off the board first, then the next thing, then the next thing. I mean, what's rich? I mean, you get to do what the fuck you want. I don't need you to be a billionaire to say you're rich, or other people, they'll see that even I rent my place. It's $95,000 a month. But they're like, you rent your place. It's like, you dumb motherfucker. You don't understand how to even operate at my level. And if you don't have the results that I want in some area, I can't fucking listen to you. So most people, I won't listen to them. Some motherfucker comes up to me at the gym and he's like, hey, you should do your push-ups like this. And I say, why? So I can look like you, motherfucker. And the guy's like, oh, no, but like, it looks like you're going to hurt your... Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm end up with your chest if I do that shit. You don't get to have an opinion if it's not an option for you. You don't get to say my chick's BBL and her fake tits aren't for you. You couldn't get her, you dumb motherfucker. You got a goddamn 3. Don't give me relationship advice to my 10 when you got a 2, motherfucker. Shut up. But this is the whole thing. People don't think I'm going to put the measuring stick to their motherfucking face. They better just watch what they say around a motherfucker who's beating them in every area. You better have a bad bitch. You better be ripped. You better fucking be rolling some sick shit. That's what I like. I grew up hustling. There has to be rims on my goddamn Phantom. Go out front. That ain't normal Phantom. That's a Mansory Phantom. I don't have the normal shit. Fuck that. Chick's got upgrades. Done.
Well said, Wes. God damn, with the fire.
Right, okay. Some of the stuff he said, I don't actually disagree with. He said you've got to be rich, ripped, and rare. And then he went into a little bit of an explanation about how whatever you're doing in life, try and excel and do to the fullest extent. Basically, put in a little bit of effort. Don't do anything by half measures. And I'm not against that. I'm not opposed to any of that he said. But as you can see, as he started talking a little bit more, he was going on a little bit more about his Phantom, his bad bitch, his money, his apartment, this and that. So it was very materialistic focused, which is fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. If that's your definition of success, no problem. That's fine. You can have that opinion. I'm not going to argue with you on that, but I can also have my opinion on what I believe is successful. You can also get a good idea that he's not exactly emotionally intelligent. There's a lot of F-bombs coming out. So let's continue because this gets heated.
All right, what about you?
Supposed to follow that up?
It's tough, right?
Get him.
It's tough.
Well, hey, what you guys were saying earlier, I need to know what the fuck you said in English.
Okay, so my definition of success will probably be far different than everybody else's on the panel. I'll probably maybe be the lone dissenter, but my definition of success is having a family, having children, and being part of the apparatus of the world. And true wealth is a rejection of materialism. As Christ said himself, what good does it benefit a man to gain the entire world at the cost of his soul? And essentially, when I think of wealth, I think of materialism. It's okay to have materialism. It's not against Christian ethics to become rich, become wealthy. But I just think it's all beside the point, ultimately. You're trying to go for a single thing, and it's to achieve something greater.
So I also agree with everything this guy has said as well. Like, true wealth is the rejection of materialism. Like, it's good to have nice things, but having materialism tied to your identity probably isn't a good move because it's just a vaporous, endless path that you're going down. There's no end to it. You're never satisfied. And also the guy who's been speaking here, his name is Andrew. He said right before he explained his definition of success, look, my opinion is going to be different from everyone on the panels. I'm probably going to be the lone adopter of this viewpoint. Now, Wes Watson wants to chime in. Look at Myron's face in the middle. He's like, oh no, this isn't going to be good.
Do you have
Then the
money?
person-
Does he have money?
No.
Do you have money?
No, I don't have.
How much money do you have?
I don't
Does he
have
have
money. But here's the thing. Why is money
much-
valuable?
Do you have money?
What is money valuable for?
I'm just asking. Do you have money?
I just said no. I'm broke. I'm a nobody.
No, but really you are?
Yeah.
Is he really broke?
Yeah.
I just want to know. I have to know.
No, I'm
He's
not.
trolling.
I'm not one of these rich guys. I don't have a Bugatti. I don't have a Lambo. I don't have a
just
Ferrari.
really have to know. Like, how much money you got?
Probably $5 in my pocket. Not much more.
Can anyone answer for the guy?
Why do they think I'm kidding? I have a family. I take care of an entire family. That takes a lot of money.
He's doing all right.
Okay,
It's okay.
This is the thing, you guys. If you ain't fit, you can't say it's not all about being in good shape.
Why not?
If you don't have money, you can't say it's not all about money.
Yeah, why
But
not?
if he does have money, he can say that.
Why not?
He
Why
can.
can't you say it? Why must you have the thing
Because
before you... Hang on. Let me ask the question.
Because hypothetical is
Let me ask the question.
hypocritical.
Let me ask the question.
Hypothetical is hypocritical.
How do you even know what I was going to say before I've even been allowed
Because
to
I know
ask
what
the
you're
question?
gonna say.
Then what was I going to say?
You're going to say, why can't you ask the question?
Okay, so that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say is, how in the world can you create a standard that it's inappropriate to ask somebody, how come if I don't have X thing, because I don't value X thing, does that mean X thing is actually valuable?
You've never experienced it, so you can't speak about
You
it.
think that I haven't experienced wealth? Even
I was
people,
asking if you did.
Even poor people experience days of wealth.
I was
They
asking
can-
if you
even
did.
poor
I don't know
people-
who you are.
But even poor people experience days of wealth. And so the thing is
No,
it's
definitely not. Definitely not.
Definitely
No,
so.
not.
Definitely so.
I've lived the lowest lows and the highest highs.
Right, so I know what both of them are trying to say, and I've seen a few other people's reactions to this, and everyone is on the family man's side. Now, I'm not a big fan of Wes Watson, especially from all the scamming stuff and all that, but I know what he's trying to say. It's hard to speak on what having a lot of money is like unless you've had a lot of money. It's also hard to speak on what having a family is like if you've never had a family. That's what Wes Watson is saying, and I don't think really that's a controversial thing thing to say. A lot of people who have been fat all their lives and who demonize being in shape, when they eventually get in shape, they realize, oh, this is actually really good. My energy levels are better. I feel like I'm a better man. I've got more energy to play with my kids. I'm stronger. I feel like I can protect me missus even better. I look in the mirror and I feel proud of myself. I feel disciplined. I didn't know all this. But then I also understand what Andrew means. He says, if I don't value money, then that's my opinion and I can speak on it. I do not need money to have that opinion. No one is really wrong up to now. This is just two men with two different opinions having a little bit of a back and forth on their worldviews. Now, this is where it takes a turn for the worst.
So what's the distinction? After you make X amount, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if you look at these studies done on this, it does not
I don't fit no fucking studies.
It does not
bro.
hugely improve a person's life.
Are you proud of who the fuck
Bro,
you are?
why
Well,
don't
look
you
at,
even
are
let
you
me
proud?
get-
If you look in the mirror, would you guys say this motherfucker's proud of who the fuck he is? That's a bag of trash, dude. Pull your fucking shirt
Because
off
I've
and
been-
tell me you're fucking proud
Because
of
I've
yourself.
been to fucking prison?
Jesus Christ,
Because
look
I've been
at
to
you,
prison?
bro. You got 10-inch arms and tits. Men don't have tits.
No,
you
they
guys.
go to prison where they get
Fuck yeah,
where they get
do.
raped up the ass.
You've never been to prison. Look,
That's
you're
what
talking about shit you
happens.
don't know.
They go to prison where they
let's
get
do
raped.
Now you get your ass
Hold on,
beat
hold
in
on,
front
hold
of
on.
You think that
everybody.
that's better?
Guys,
You think that that's
Okay.
better?
Let's let him give his definition of success, and then
Having tits and 10-inch arms is what a
let's-
man is,
let's
you
let him-
guys.
let's let him get
Please
his-
don't listen to that.
Wes, let's let him get his thing out, and then
Tits.
We can have different opinions.
yeah,
Titties.
Anyway, back to where I was at.
Boobs.
Yeah, okay, prison. But anyway, if you want
Yeah.
to follow the successful mantra of a man who tells you he's reformed from prison, understand why they might have gone there to begin with. And
To take care
yes,
of a
I
family.
do think that a rejection of materialism is something missing in society, and I do think that true wealth is the family, and I think that true wealth is having a wife, and true wealth, that is what I think it is, and that is what I think truly success is being able to go home and look your family in the face and know that you're doing everything you can to support them. That's
Then
what
when
I
you
think
go to the
success
beach
is.
with your family, they're like, there's my stud dad right there standing there.
Do you have-
that stud right there with
do
his shirt off?
you have children?
Look at that
Do
stud.
you have children?
I do have children.
How many?
I have two.
You have two. So are you saying that your Bugatti and your money and everything
If
else
they
is
saw me
worth more
standing
than your
there, they'd be
children?
like, my dad's a superhero. Look what he brought to the table. Look how hard this guy works. He came from
Sure.
nothing to this.
Yeah.
He's, God damn it.
You're still whining. Stop whining
that
and
is
just
a
make an
product.
argument.
Oh my days. Wes was actually onto something there. He said, you know, I want me kids to look at me dad and go, wow, like he's a superhero. Look what he's built. Look how hard he works. He's disciplined. That was actually a good message that he was onto, but he lets his emotions get in the way of being able to articulate his thoughts and his arguments properly. Even as he was talking about he wants his kids to look up to him, Andrew was nodding going, yeah, absolutely, absolutely, I agree. And then mid-sentence, Wes Watson goes, yeah, so me kids, look at the state of you, damn, what the hell, bro? He just lets himself down, this fake alpha male over emotional crap. Wes Watson thinks he's coming across good here, but he's not. He's coming across as very emotionally weak.
Still whining. Stop whining
that
and
is
just
a
make an
product.
argument.
Dude, I'll smack your fat ass.
So you're gonna attack.
Straight
You're gonna
up.
attack.
all right.
No, but
right.
dude,
Go, go, go.
nobody's
All right.
Do you
whining.
usually attack
This
armed
is
men
how
in
I
Florida?
talk, bro. You do.
He said, do you usually attack armed men in Florida? Damn, Andrew is strapped. Who's winning this debate right now? Look at Wes. He's standing up. He's facing him. He's all angry. He's got veins popping out of his head. No one's laughing at the stuff he's saying. Then Andrew's sitting there all relaxed with his cup of coffee, barely hanging out, 10-inch arms, saying if you attack me, you're going to get clapped. And everyone's laughing at Andrew's jokes.
Dude,
All right,
look
let's
at
just-
your goddamn self.
Okay,
Guys,
well,
guys,
I've
guys,
never
guys,
seen such a
good.
pathetic motherfucker.
Okay,
Let's
well,
chill out a little
I'll-
bit, man, a little bit.
This is not what men
Let's let him.
look like.
Let's let him
What do they
finish
look
his
like?
point.
Fucking shit.
What do they look like? Bald prisoners? Is that what they look like?
This is the problem in society. Is people like this think they could talk to someone like me like that. They really think they can. He knows he wouldn't do shit about it, and that's the problem.
I mean, you're the one who got hostile for having a difference of opinion.
Dude, check it out. you started coming at me about some other shit. This is what the show is supposed to be about.
Wes has got no answer for it. Wes messed up by getting hostile and threatening violence. And he knows that as well. He's shown that he can't control his emotions. Now he's trying to change the subject.
I like this shit. So personally,
So do I.
enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy blood sports.
We can agree to disagree.
We can
We can move on, but Jesus Christ, men don't have tits. We can agree on that. Physically,
Men usually have hair. We can agree on that, too.
He has
Physically.
crossed over gender barriers.
I think we can see each side has different
By
opinions.
choice, crossing gender barriers, by growing tits.
It's so funny, isn't it? Wes is not coming across good here. No one's laughing at his jokes, and because everyone in the audience knows this is bullying. He's trying to bully this Andrew Wilson. Okay, Andrew, he's got a bit of a gut. He's got skinny arms. Who cares? He's a family man. He says he looks after his family. He supports and provides for them. And you know what? So what if you haven't got a six-pack, because you're so much more of a man being able to do that than if you're a man who's focused on materialism and you're never there to support your kids and your family. Oh, and also, you con and scam people out of tens of thousands of dollars.
Society, a materialistic society, that's the only thing you're going to worship. And tons of people worship material things and flash it around, but it's vacant. It's spiritually vacant.
The craziest thing is, if you looked at the people who are supposedly materialistic, we've helped more people than these guys who claim.
Why is helping? Why is helping? Wait. Why is helping important to you?
I mean, because I know what it's like to be at the bottom.
So are you helping someone if you give them an expensive watch?
Why do you think we just do that? You must not know who you're talking to.
I asked you a question. You didn't answer it.
I give them the habits to build themselves.
What did I
into
ask
something.
you, though?
I said, am I helping them if I give them an expensive watch? I give them habits, a mindset.
So the answer is no.
How to operate.
So if you give them...
But you guys are assuming we're only doing stuff about materialism.
Can a man answer a direct question?
Jesus Christ. These Karens.
The answer is no.
Look at these Karens.
Go ahead,
dude.
buddy.
How the did these guys even get up here? Why would you bring me here with people like
You
this?
didn't answer the question.
Dude, fucking shit.
We got different of opinion here.
What's hilarious is the two religious fellas, so Andrew and then the guy who's just been speaking, they weren't even firing shots at Wes Watson. That's just their beliefs. They said they don't believe in materialism. Now, if I was up there on stage and I believed in materialism and having nice things, I wouldn't take it as personal shots from them that they're attacking me. But Wes Watson, because he's so emotionally weak, he thinks everything is an attack on him.
Okay, go ahead, Miguel.
This is why they split it like this. I'm sorry you got put over there.
No, I know.
You don't really fit over there. We need some other little fucking lame douche over there.
What?
Would any of you guys really hang out with these guys?
This is not an argument.
Like, Jesus Christ.
There's skilled to some things.
Whoever fucking said that.
Hang on. That bass guy right there just said, hell yes, shut up. That's fucking hilarious. You're awesome.
Go ahead, man. Sorry.
The whole crowd says, yeah, we'd hang out with them.
Different guys on the
this
panel.
is why most people don't invite me places.
We can see why.
Yeah, we
Panel
can tell.
have different skill sets and different things that they bring to the table.
We can tell his tits are all jiggling. He's got like a half a fucking jelly donut.
Hey, bro, your toupee, it's still back there in the back. Go get it.
I shaved my head, you little faggot.
Are you sure? Are you sure you shave your head?
Okay.
Bro, George Michael wants his pants back.
Dude, God damn, look at whose shirt is that? Dude, your fucking mom bought you that. Your aunt bought you that. If those are men to you guys, go fucking kill
God
yourself.
forbid you say watches are not important to this guy.
No, it's the thing about materialism. You
worship it, dude. You worship
These guys
it.
must have grown up with money.
Bro,
The people
you
who didn't
worship
grow up with
material.
money chase money. The people who
Worship
did grow-
materialism.
Shut the fuck up.
You
You don't
worship
know me,
it.
you
I
fucking
can tell.
lame.
I can tell by your speaking.
How the fuck do you think you
Listen
know me?
how reactive you are if someone
Shave
says,
your goddamn arms.
say you can't
bro.
deal with it. You can't deal with it. Why would I shave my arms? I'm a
Look
man.
at these pale
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay.
Shave your body. Aren't you a man?
Look at this guy, dude.
Okay, let's let Miguel finish this real quick.
Let's post these guys.
Shave
chicks.
your pubes.
Hey, post these guys, women back here.
Guys.
I want to see.
Oh, Wes, you have not made yourself look good here. He said, shave your arms, dude. You're asking a man to shave his body hair. Who's the real man now? So Wes shaves his arms, shaves his armpits, shaves his legs. Who's the real man up here? In all honesty, if I had to choose who I would rather be on a night out with, Wes Watson would not be that guy. It'd be one of these down here, because you know you could just have a pint and have probably a normal conversation. Wes Watson, he'd be up in your face constantly. He'd be screaming. You wouldn't be able to catch a break. You wouldn't be able to get a word in edgeways. He'd be an absolute nightmare.
We got to chill, man. We got to chill.
I'll dip.
Wes,
I
go
don't
ahead.
give a
All right, what's success, right?
Oh, Wes says, I'll dip. I'll get off. Wes doesn't like being challenged, so he'll get off. Oh, poor little Wes. So I found this interesting. I love talking about like social dynamics and tough guys, and especially when tough guys get exposed. Wes Watson here, he's been an internet tough guy for years. He's actually being exposed for lying about how long he spent in prison and what level within the prison system he was. I don't know how it works entirely, but there was an Instagram called Baller Busters. I think it's now being deleted, unfortunately, but they exposed so much about Wes Watson. You can type in Wes Watson exposed on YouTube and loads of videos will come up about him, but he's such a bad scammer, and to see him get exposed like this is pretty good. I used to follow Wes Watson myself. I used to be a fan like a few years ago, but then I started seeing all this stuff coming out about him scamming and stuff. He's actually privated his Instagram account since all this has happened. He's probably getting so much heat right now, but there you go, guys. Do not be like one of these fake alpha males. Listen, if you want to value materialism, that is completely fine, as long as it's not at the expense of other important values in life, like family. And I do think Wes was onto something when he was speaking about family and wanting his kids to look up to him, but he just lets his emotions get in the way of him being able to articulate his point. Do not be one of these emotional males. Andrew Tate has spoken about it a lot. Men are told to talk about your emotions, act on your emotions. No, don't. Keep your emotions inside. Recognize them. You can talk to people who you were close to with, but just don't act on your emotions. An emotional male is a dangerous male. And who on this panel struck you as the emotional male? It's this one here. And who's the most dangerous? It's this guy right here. And Andrew put it perfectly. He said, if a supposed reformed prisoner is telling you how to live your life, question why they went to prison in the first place. He was drug dealing, he was scamming, but he's just got out of prison, says he's reformed, and he still does all these activities. He's still scamming, except now he's got the influencer status to kind of back him up a bit. But this right here, guys, is an example of an absolute weak male. Let me know what you thought of this down in the comments. Usually we're covered in fighting, MMA, boxing, but I thought this was a nice little switch up just to talk about some funny fake alpha male bravado, because we've spoken about it a lot on the channel. Little bit of a 2023 throwback. Like the video, comment below your thoughts, subscribe for daily uploads on MMA, fighting, boxing, and everything else in between. See you tomorrow.